Hey, just picking up where we left off. So, like I said at the end of the last video, let's just go over real quickly why people even fail at taking control in their own lives. Why do people fail at realizing that they can be the one at cause in their lives? Why are people stuck in victim mode? Well, the thing is that our society as a culture has very much propagated and promoted this idea of being a victim. Whether it's the identity politics movement that, you've got this ranking of oppression in the world, whether it's the wounded nature of life. Back in the 90s, you saw all these different support groups pop up. So it created a space for people to continue to be in that wounded environment, to continue to feel like there's nothing that they're doing that can change their lives. They have to just gather with people who have have experienced some sort of a trauma. Other people fail at this because they're just unwilling to make certain changes and unwilling to see their own direct impact on their lives. A lot of people don't think that they're the ones creating their own circumstances. Now, you might hear a lot in the law of attraction community and those who practice manifestation that you create your own reality. It's not a secret, it's hiding in plain sight. And the fact of the matter is that you create your reality by one, the way you perceive things, and two, the outward embodiment of what you choose to hold within your mind. So if you are holding within your mind this belief that you aren't the reason things are the way they are, then of course it's not going to make sense to you how it is you can even make changes that bring more control into your life, how you can even take steps to make more concerted action and be at cause in your own life. It's just not going to make sense until you make that commitment and decision. So people fail because they have preferences for change, but they don't actually want to commit to change. People fail because they think that it's really in the stars why their lives are the way they are. It's in the weather why things have become the way they are. It's in other external forces why things are the way they are. People fail because they're failing to realize that it comes from within. Now, for me, everything changed when I realized that I could be at cause in my own life. Everything changed when I realized that there was a force in me that, yes, while the stars do come up at night and the sun goes up and down and the earth keeps spinning, that I am the author of my own story, that I wanted to be the hero in my own journey, the hero in my own movie, as Joe Rogan would like to say in some motivational videos on YouTube. If you've ever seen it, it's awesome. Instead of being the support actor, the backup actor in my own life, I want to be front and center, and I want to be the one who makes things happen. And everything changed for me once I realized that I can do this, that I can be at cause in my own life. And you can too. You can be at cause in your own life because it's your life. No one else is going to live it for you. No one else is going to make these changes for you. No one else is going to be the one who steps up day after day, makes your bed, dresses you, brushes your teeth, sets you out into the world, goes to the networking meetings, gets better at the skills you want to do, go get the degree that you want to get. No one's going to make that decision for you. No, I mean, looking back at my life, when economic forces strapped my parents and crushed them, I saw firsthand what it meant to not be at cause in your life, what it meant to let the forces control you, to control them. I saw how it was affecting my own life, how it was affecting my perspective. And again, going back, I was so angry and cynical that I could even make a difference, but I realized that the difference comes from those small incremental changes, and that by realizing that I could take one step each day, put a brick down, put another brick down, layer by layer, that I could change and transform my very life, and that by the end of it, I would have a house that I could live in, that I would create an empire that I could be at the head of, where good things, strategic things happen because of the partnership that I make with myself and the partnerships that I make out in the world. So, again, wholeheartedly from the bottom depths of the cockles of my heart, you can do this. You can make the decision to be at cause in your own life. You can make a concerted effort to make consistent changes in your life. And you can create an awareness around what it is that's stopping you from being in control. What it is that's stopping you from being accountable to yourself and being accountable to others. We're going to put fate aside. We're going to put luck aside. You know, Carl Jung says, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Well, no more. No more. The expectation and standard that you have here as being part of the Hue Club to heal, uplift, and empower yourself and those in your spheres of influence means that you're no longer going to accept that fate controls your life. Yes, the moon can control the tides. Of course it can. And while it controls the tides, it must be doing something inside you. But at the end of the day, you set the tone for how you're going to approach each day. You set the tone for what you will do in each activity, and you set the tone for how your life will develop. So, let's get into this. Let's get started with the 3 methods. So I call this the AAA method. I know, AAA method. It's kind of funny. This isn't the car service to come and get you, although this will be picking you up so that you can become a better person. I'm so freaking stupid sometimes with my jokes, aren't I? So, this is the AAA method, and it's not complicated. It's, again, super simple because we're transforming this idea about fate, this idea about luck, and that, you know, oh, why am I so unlucky? Or, you know, when good things happen, why am I so unlucky? Well, it's time to push past that. You know, it's time to learn these 3 steps, because too much of the time when bad things happen to you, it's so easy to blame others. It's so easy to point a finger at, you know, the way that girl looked at me or the way that guy cut me off. It's so easy to point a finger and blame the outside world for when things go wrong in your life. And likewise, on the flip side, it's so easy to think that you're the reason all the good things happen. Of course, you know, you show up to work, and you're in this environment where plenty of people are making possible all the things that could happen. But when things go right in your life, you're the reason all the great things happen. You're the reason the food came out well today. You're the reason that the job was done well. Well, while I do agree that, of course, you are part of what makes your life amazing, you're also part of what makes life sometimes not so great. And the first step in this method I'll get to in the next video coming up. We'll start there. I'll see you over in that video. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.